Live from Aunt Betty's studio in Carson City, Nevada.
From First Presbyterian Church, where we are opening the gospel to Carson City and beyond.
It's the Mary and Sherry Show.
And if you remember, Mary is on hiatus for this summer. She's still busy around church doing all the things, but being able to enjoy some mornings off. So we have Randall here today, and I'm trying to kind of get a rolling group of co-hosts in with me. You'll notice he's also wearing a Hawaiian shirt.
Well, you know what? After Stuart's shirt, I went to my closet and I looked for the most wildest, brightest. And this is the most Hawaiian I have, and I cannot even come close.
Correct.
To what Stuart had on.
It doesn't compare. It's a very nice Hawaiian shirt, and it's something I really enjoy. All the men in our church wear Hawaiian shirts during the summer. It's great. It's great.
They're so comfortable too. So
maybe that's what I should do. I should challenge you. If you have a Hawaiian shirt to show off, let me know when you're going to co-host. That'll probably not bring them in. But at any rate, thank you for being here on this side of the camera today.
Oh, well, you're welcome.
So we're going to start with our shout out. And we have a shout out today for all the members of Session. These people, they're the ones who are making decisions for our church and going to all the meetings and listening to this and that and the other thing, be it budget or activities and so on. And that is a lot. And there's been a lot going on since we have had a change in leadership. And good stuff, really good stuff, but they have been very busy, and so we just thank you for your time and your talents and being able to do that.
Yeah, and we appreciate the decision making they have to do.
Right.
Because that could easily be stepped around by most folks, and they're in there and they're working hard to do it.
Not in the Presbyterian Church.
Well, let's see, we have a youth pizza night coming up.
Yes.
Now, I did go to the last one, and it was pretty fun.
Oh, good.
I was taking pictures, and but they were doing some funny things, like they formed a circle and they had these rubber chickens, and they were tossing them in some sequence, and it was crazy. I did get some videos of that.
Oh, good.
So
good.
Anyway, that is coming up on June 4th at 6:30 p.m. And they're supposed to meet on Musser Street for the gathering, and then they'll come in and have the pizza.
Yeah, I think they're kind of doing some things downstairs first and then all of that. So we're going to hear some other good things from them in the coming weeks. So next Saturday, not this Saturday, but June 8th is our annual garage sale from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. in the Family Life Center. And Grace Spiker is your person to contact about that. She's accepting donations yesterday, today, and tomorrow. And next week, the 4th through the 6th in the Family Life Center. And you know what? It's terrible of me. I didn't write down the time. I want to say it's from like 11 to 1.
I believe that's what it was.
That sounds right to me. So you can talk to her. If you have something to donate, give her a call. And if you want to also help volunteer, then get a hold of her. And that'll be a good fundraiser for the Old Sanctuary Fund.
Sure. And sometimes if you have it at the wrong time, I notice you'll pop up the real one on the screen.
I do try to check, but I believe it was 11 to 1.
Sherry's magic. Just keep an eye for them. Especially for today with this host. Okay, we have some friendship suppers coming up, and those that have attended, you realize how fun they are and how you can make so many new friends. Even people you've seen in church. All of a sudden you're sitting there and you have discussions and compare notes about life and church. And
Right.
Oh, they're good, and certainly bring some guests. We always are open for that. And let's see, that is coming up on June 14th and 15th. You would need to sign in with Sandy Hersman or Diane Young to be a host if you would want to do that. Me and Sherry did that last time, I believe.
His Sherry, not me Sherry, just so we're
my wife
clear.
Sherry. The other Sherry G.
Yes.
Anyway, we had a group over, and it just turned out wonderful.
Yeah.
And I made all these nice little specialty dishes, and You know who got chosen as the best?
I do. You can say it, though.
My Sherry's cake. Mm-hmm. She made this wonderful cake, and it was amazing. So I was happy to step back and let her enjoy that.
That is nice. I know she appreciated that because you are such a good cook. You would get many accolades yourself. So.
Well, sometimes she'll actually cook something for the family, and people think I made it for her.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, we don't compete really, but she kind of brings that up.
That doesn't happen in my house. You know who's cooked. And it's not me. Anyway, the day before that, June 13th, is the Life Choices fundraiser. And it sounds like a lot of fun because it's an illusionist, John Michael Hinton. And have you ever seen an illusionist do something interesting?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they seem to be like really big, like in the 1980s was a kind of a big time for illusionists and all that. But at any rate, here's a great thing, $10. $10 to go see John Michael Hinton, and it is a Life Choices fundraiser. So speak to Charlene to sign up for tickets for that.
Oh, that'll be a lot of fun. It's amazing how they do some things you can't figure it out.
Right.
The one I've seen is they literally would levitate people.
Oh, sure.
It's like,
well, what I
how do you do
remember
that?
stories of is the GSR, when it was first built, was the MGM Grand. Mm-hmm. And they had a huge production called Hello, Hollywood, Hello. And they brought a full-size 737 on stage.
Oh, yeah.
And I can't remember the name of the illusionist, but he made it disappear.
Oh. Both my daughters, when they graduated from high school, they used that as part of the graduation ceremony. All the graduates, they came out of that plane. Oh, my goodness. Came out of the plane.
Yeah.
And received their diplomas.
Oh, that's cool. That's very cool. That's a neat story.
Quite a day. And I was like, yeah, she made it. So,
yes.
You know what? We have a church work day coming up. Mm-hmm. And that is on June 15th at 9 a.m.
Right.
And we're going to be meeting at the parking lot at Nevada and Mooser. So bring your gloves and yard tools. And it is a wonderful thing to do in the spring.
It is.
We want our church to be continue to look gorgeous from the road, and just this little bit of work they do adds up to be a real important thing for our church.
Yeah, it makes a big difference.
Yeah,
sure.
So please come out and help us, and bring your gloves and your tools.
All right. Well, starting this coming Wednesday, next Wednesday, the quilting bee is going to be happening again. Apparently we have 5 new military members whom the quilting ladies are going to make quilts for. So they're going to be meeting Wednesday at 9:30 in the fellowship hall. Now, it has been the Bible study, the pastor's Bible study at 10 a.m. through the month of May. June through the first week in July is going to be the quilting ladies. And then the Bible study will take back over again July 10th, I believe it is. If you have an interest in helping with this, talk to Connie Stanton. They welcome beginners. If you happen to have any red, white, or blue fabric you'd like to donate, again, talk to Connie Stanton. And that's just a wonderful thing. I love that we enfold those who are connected to First Presbyterian Church into our family life and into our prayers.
The quilts they make are absolutely gorgeous. Mm-hmm. I'm amazed how they do it. And these ladies are just gifted, and what a worthy cause.
They are very good crafters.
Man. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we have an Aces ball game coming up, and the game is on August 25th. The tickets are $16, and when that time gets closer, we'd want to meet after service and carpool to the game. Mm-hmm. So it's a good time to buy your tickets now and let people know that you want to go.
Yeah.
And we have a great group of folks wanting to go see that game from our church. How fun will that be? There's dollar hot dogs. I know we've heard about that. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, the children that go along, they're going to get to run around the bases. And I cannot imagine what that feel like as a young boy or girl.
Right.
You know, just that whole view from down there is just amazing.
Yeah. I love watching baseball. It's my favorite sport to watch. So we're looking forward to that. And yeah, as we get closer, we'll work on getting some carpools together so
Sure.
that, because parking is expensive. So if we can carpool and split those prices, it'd be great.
Absolutely.
Okay, we are down to the mission prayers, and as I was preparing, I realized, and my apologies to the mission committee, that I goofed up and I did this week's mission prayers last week, and I skipped last week. So now we're going to go back and do last week's this week, if that makes any sense.
It does.
And I apologize. It involved numbers, and I'm not a number person. There's all the yes. Anyway, that's my excuse, and I'm sticking with it. So, this week, we would like to pray for, this is all in one, KBNR Radio, the Larsons, and the Quilting Project. Now, I believe we've seen recently a video from KBNR with that, the big tower right next to the border, and the things that they're dealing with, and that's tremendous. And I want to say I have something I want to say after I tell you what the next one is, which is Mission Aviation Fellowship, which is, they've got the planes and they take people, missionaries where they need to go and all of this. And we had recently, within the last year or so, there were the people who were taken and held prisoners, and we prayed for them and they were finally released. And I just think about the scope of what serving God looks like. We're sitting here, nice and safe and sound in Aunt Betty's studios, making this to go out so that people know what's going on. That's a mission.
It is.
KBNR and the Larsons and the Quilting Project they have going on, that's a different one. And Mission Aviation Fellowship with airplanes. I mean, there's no end to the scope of how you can serve. There's something for everybody. And so I encourage you, if you aren't serving in some way and you're looking for some way to serve, to keep that in prayer and look for opportunities and maybe try a few things until you find something that really fits for you.
Sure. I cannot imagine how good it feels if I were to be in some foreign country somewhere doing missionary work, to get word from back at our church here, the people that you met and knew, and just giving you support and prayers and
right.
It's just
because we do. It's continuous. We're a praying church, and we're doing mission work. We're doing mission work here and throughout. This is serving God.
it sure is.
So we just thank you, those of you involved in MAF and the Larsons, and for all that you're doing, and we hold you up in prayer this week, as always. And well, we've reached the end, so you know what that means.
Yes.
This is YouTube, so we invite you to like,
subscribe,
and
ring the bell, and as always,
share.
Yay.
Yes, exactly. Yay.
Forgive me, please. I'm not a Mary.
Oh, he did wonderfully. I thank you so much. You did a great job.
Thank
I appreciate it. And you wore a great shirt to boot.
Yeah.
Not even knowing you were going to be on.
I can't
there.
rival Stuart, but I'll try.
Yeah, I mean, few can. So, anyways, let's see. God bless. Take care. We will see you this Sunday, and the Youth Tuesday night, 6:30.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Cut. 3, 2, 1. Roll.
You have to say live from Aunt Betty's studio in Carson City, Nevada.
Live from Carson City, Nevada.
Live from Aunt Betty's studios in Carson City, Nevada.
It's the...
No. You gotta redo it.
Live from Carson City, Nevada.
Aunt Betty's studios. In Carson City.
All right, here we go. Cut 4. Or is that 5?
I don't know. I've lost count.
I messed it up again. We got some great bloopers going.
Yes, we do.